Hello, everybody, and welcome. 3D Hack here. Thanks for joining today. We are going to go over how to make these candy heart shapes in Tinkercad. Now, if you don't have a Tinkercad account, real simple, go to tinkercad.com and sign up. For this project, we're going to use two different automated shapes, the first being the text, and the second is going to be our heart. First, we're going to get our heart shape all set up. I'm going to make this a little bit larger so it fits in about the size of our. We're going to make it 100 millimeters tall and 105 millimeters wide. This will give us a little bit of extra area to add some of that text that we want. Now, because I want to use these as a display piece, I'm also going to add a third dimension, make this 20 millimeters tall. That will allow it to stand up on its side so we can have a fun display piece. From here, we're going to start working on our text. You grab the text and put it on the working surface of the heart. For Tinkercad, you have to delete each text character one by one in order to be able to add in new text. You unfortunately cannot highlight and delete the entire thing. For this candy heart, we're going to use Love Me. The very first text will be love, and then we will copy and paste using Control-C, Control-V, and then our next text will be Ya. Now we're going to highlight both of these together and use our Align tool. We will center them both on the X and Y axis. This shows that these texts will line up exactly vertically. Now I'm going to add a little bit of space between them, and I'm just going to eyeball it. Now, I don't like how they line up in the x-axis, so I'm going to adjust some of the spacing on my own. You can do this by utilizing the left and right arrow keys. Then you highlight both of them and group them together, so any alterations you do to one will do to the other. I'm changing the z-axis of this to be 6 millimeters tall. From there, we're going to highlight both the heart and the text, and again, center them horizontally and vertically on the X and Y axis. Again, we are going to use the arrow keys to fine-tune exactly where we want to position the text on our heart. And at this point, we pretty much have a really good working product. Now, all we need to do is group these items together based on the amount of height that we want. Now, to establish how high we want the text to stick out, we are going to use the Workplane tool. This is a very handy tool that shows the exact height off the working surface our text is. If we modify this value to 0, it will make it flush with the top of the heart. We're going to make it -3. That allows our text to have 3 millimeters above and below the heart. Here we're going to group them together with 3 millimeters sticking out, and whenever you 3D print this, it will come out looking very nice. Now that is one option. Now the other option is we can ungroup them. We're going to turn the text into a whole, and then we're going to group them back together. This debossed effect is a really cool feature, and it turns out really great when you're printing. Once you're happy with your product, you go over to the export button, and you've got yourself an STL file ready to print. Now, if you have a bamboo printer with multicolored capabilities, I'm going to show you how to change this painting up in Bamboo Slicer. I modified this file so 0.01 of a millimeter was going to stick down into the heart. We go over to the painting tool, select the paint bucket, and select only the letters that we want to see. And that's it. It's ready to print. Now, thanks for watching. Thanks for following along. I appreciate you smashing that subscribe button. Happy printing, everybody. 3D Hack, signing off.